Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
危ねえ危ねえ。親父ね、そう、父親との写真を見ましたよ。
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
There is a bust of Montague Dunn in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
待て待てい。そんなことないよ。かけらを見つけたからね。
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunn requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently. Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
OK、残りの2人にも話を。これね、分析してからかな。うん。ここは違うし。ホワイト、ホワイト。この先だよね、確か。ホワイトさん。なんか遠回りしてんのかな。そうでもないよね。OK。
Oh, Mr. Montague Dunn. It is so awful.
この子から聞けることはもう何もないのか。そうか。残りもう一人どこだ？どこだっけ？ここにいなかったっけ？あれここにいた気もするんだけどな。どっか移動した？いなくなっちゃった？あれどこ行った本当に。何か勘違いしてるかな。ここ展示室だもんな。
According to...
おかしいぞ。どこだどこだどこだ。息子がいない。息子よ。どこへ消えた？こっちか。あ、いたいた。ごめんごめん。なんかね、さっきの部屋と似てるっていうか同じだよね、作り。間違えちゃうわ。
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
それは嘘だね。希望だね。
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
よし、現状集められる情報はおそらく全て集まったと思いますので、この分析の方ですね、してみたいと思いますので、米花街に戻りましょう。よし、じゃあ実験の始まりだ。
Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis.
De, お次は
A colorless, water-based liquid. Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes? What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So what do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens. Let us determine just what we have found here. Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you. I need to take a pipette and make...
ピペットでこれでいいのか。赤くなりましたね。
Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
まだね、でも植物は見つけられてないですよね。そしたらどうしたらいいんだろう。一回また植物園行って実験、机のところに向かうべきか。まあ神聖なる組合のところにもね、実験の机があったんで、そのどっちかなのかな。それか何かまだ足りてないものがあるのか。もしくは、これですね。この組み合わせで何か新しいミッションというか課題が生まれるのかもしれないんで、ちょっとやってみましょう。いっぱいあるね。はい、こんな感じでね、ある程度手がかりっていうのが出てきて、一つの結論が導き出されたんですけど、神聖なる組合がダンを殺したということで、これはね、ちょっとまだわからないし、多分違うと思うんですよ。まあ、とりあえずね、この実験の準備をするっていう新しい課題が生まれたので、これをね、やろうかなと思います。で、なぜかね、このワトソンが太極拳というかね、完全影響されちゃってんじゃん。
This green grand mystic fellow seems rather suspicious, Holmes. What should we do next, Holmes?
怪しいなと言いながらね、完全にそのグリーンの影響を受けちゃってるけど。で、実験ですよね。実験をどこでやるかっていうことなんですけど、科学実験室か。ってことはやはり植物園に行かないとダメですよね。行きましょう。 よし、じゃあ実験ですね。実験。実験はどこかの、あれどこだっけ？こんな時に役立つのが、この地図ですよね。今ここにいて、あれどっかの部屋だった気がしたんだけどな。ここ、事務室？あれなんだこれ見てもよくわかんねえや。おかしいな。ここは違うよね。園長。ここか。ここだ。実験台。OK。
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
あれここで実験できるんじゃないの？うっそ。あれこっちじゃないの？おかしいですね。化学実験室からアルカロイドと芋虫を入手して致命的植物の実験を行う。これか？
This substance is an alkaloid, the same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens. Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.
なるほど、これでいいのか。これで実験ができますね。OK。じゃあまあ念のためにね、他になんかここに取りこぼした的なことはないか確認して。何にもないかな。ないね。うん。じゃあ行きましょうか。実験しよう。よし、今度こそ。危険な有害植物の実験を行います。
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
どれから行く？左から行こうか。何？どういうこと？ね、これをかけちゃえばいいのか。おお、気持ち悪い。動いたぜ。
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
じゃあつまり違うってこと？わ。
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
ってことはもうこれじゃない？開いた。
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
もっと注ぐと？
No reaction.
まだやんの？どういうこと？元に戻すか。で、芋虫を。
This plant seems to have had no reaction from the caterpillars.
やべ。わ。毒出た。これじゃん。
Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary. The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
OK。じゃあこれで、 まあ植物園に行くしかないよね、きっと。一応会話もしてみようか。そうですね、なんか話聞けることがありますね。ダンの死亡前。
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
事件の朝の行動。
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
OK。お次は彼、アルバート・ダン。ダンが死亡した日。
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious? Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
Yes. He came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
他の人の行動。
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh my God.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
で、あとはホワイトね。どっちからでもいけるっけ？前回ね、左から行ったんで、今回はちょっと右から行ってみよう。まあ、そんなね、距離的にも変わらないと思うんですけど。あれ？結局左っていうね。亡くなった日。
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can. But there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
死亡時刻。
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house.
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
記録？
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
Thank you, miss.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
うん、みんな帰った？で、ここで想像力を働かせて なんだ部屋から脱出する。まあこれが最初だよね、そりゃ。で部屋から脱出する。これだけ？いや、なんか違う。いいのかな、順序を見る。2つだけ？いいんだよね。ちょっと早送りして、はい、どう？
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.